Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and start the engine up and see if we can't duplicate this. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Okay, stop. You're going to kill that battery. Okay, so what you just seen is a no start. It's not a stall now, it is a no start. Now, the one thing that we've been able to figure out so far, if we wiggle the magic wire right here, it most of the time will start. Alright, go. Absolutely no spark at all. So what that's telling me right now is we have no crank positioning going on. Okay. As you can see, we have spark. And right now the engine's running good cold until she gets hot. Alright, so that's the problem right there. Now normally this thing will start cold, but it's been in my shop for a couple days, so it's been a little warm. So that right there tells me I have fuel pump. That tells me right there I have all my sensors. They are communicating. That also tells me that this is not a sensor problem. This tells me that this is not an ignition problem. But what I'm not telling you is what it is. But 90% of the time I find when I have a no start or start and run and stall, I can always relate it back to a wiring problem. And that's where we're going to be at. Make sure your power's unplugged, otherwise you'll be blowing some fuses if you haven't done this so far. Must undo your power for this job. Alright, get your alternator out of the way, and we'll start showing you part of that harness we're going to have to get into here in a sec. Alright, next thing that needs to come out of the way, power steering pump. Well, you're going to need some leverage if you're not using a socket, but I would strongly suggest using a 1/2 inch socket on that.
Says what?
Keep on pulling that bolt out there.
You know what's going to happen.
I know exactly what's going to happen. I was kind of hoping it would.
I didn't really think that through.
Oh, no, you didn't. Well, let's see how far you get, though. Totally the improper way to do that, but I gotta give him kudos. He's getting to the same goal. He's got to get the power steering pump out of the way. But see, what he doesn't realize is that bolt has to go through the hole on the pulley. It's okay. Undo the ratchet.
I'm telling you, there's not.
Okay, so this first harness that comes off our Gorilla Glue, or Gorilla Tape, or Gorilla Nightmare, I'm going to call it at this point, this is our fuel injection harness. Now, just do some simple investigating. Problem number one, look, the wire was never put up here, so it rode above the valve cover. It's in between. The power steering pump sits right here. Alright, let's continue investigating. Whoa! Wires on a heat shield. That's never a good thing. And let me guess, that is heading down to our crank positioning sensor, and that is in our area where I have to shake to get this thing to start back up. Oh. Okay, well, there's problem number one. Now let's open up the rest of this harness. It'll take me a minute. I'll save you the boredom of that, and we'll just get this harness opened up. How's that sound? Couple observations. I'd have to say this guy's had this harness off before, because there's no way you can wrap this kind of tape without having this harness up in the air.